Hey YouTube, it's Metal Skull 420 again, and this is my ride. It's an 83 Chevy C10, which is half-ton, two-wheel drive, and it is definitely a work in progress. Now, none of this paint work and the rust and all this, none of this is me. This is how I bought it. 15-inch rims. This is all just basically shaker can paint work. This truck was originally white and blue from the factory. It has the long wheelbase, 8-foot bed. It's got the standard bumper, but I like that big old chrome industrial one on there. The body is solid. Just a few little minor dings and dents, small hole on the other side, but it is solid. Piece of scrap I picked up. Now the driver's door has little resistance opening and closing, but this one, I mean, you just barely push it and it closes like it did when it left the factory. Now, even though it is an 83, this truck originally came with a 305, but this is a 77 350. It has basically, I mean, it was rebuilt before I got it. And I didn't realize this until when I bought the truck. It was smoking when I first started driving it, but I thought, all right, it's an old truck and, you know, whatever. But eventually everything sealed up and it stopped. I put these Flowtech 3-inch headers on there. Let's see it. Edelbrock valve covers. I had an Edelbrock breather cap on there. I, of course, Edelbrock 14-inch air cleaner. Ooh. I just recently had this right here. Edelbrock Performer Series 600. And of course I had to put this spacer on here because the 14-inch, the bottom base of the 14-inch air cleaner was bumping up against the wires on the distributor cap and wouldn't work. So it's back on there. Got that spacer. Let's see, but it rides just up over the top of them wires and works perfectly. And then I don't have the small air cleaner. Since I work at AutoZone, I was able to find the 14-inch air filter that is, I think this is like 3 or 4 inches, but I think it looks better. And definitely, it's still a work in progress. It still has straight fan on it. All the money I've had that I put into this truck since I got it, I paid $800 for the whole truck, and I put about $500 worth of work into it, and most of that has been into this motor. In fact, it's probably more than that because of the carburetor alone, with the adapter plate and the riser and the new stud and everything. It was about $300 total. Got me a AutoZone Duralast battery. Now see, this motor only needs 450 cold cranking amps to crank it up. This has 600 because that's just what I do. Alright. Now as far as the interior goes, the seat is in mint condition. Like a couple little, I think little burn holes and whatnot, but on both sides it is clean. This part of the carpet's good. This, I'm eventually going to replace the whole thing because, pull this out, yeah, the carpet on this side is basically not there. So all this wiring mess here is a result of the owner before me, and I don't know my ass from a hole in the ground when it comes to wiring, so that's still like that. But I put this on. I also got that from AutoZone. The dashboard, as expected in all Chevys, is all cracked and kind of falling apart, but she starts up no problem. It had single exhaust that when I bought it that ran all the way down here and actually had a tube on each side of the hitch. Well, when I put the headers on, I was having problems with the way the exhaust was running, and I basically had to cut the two pieces off that went over the rear end. So right now, that pipe ends there. The one on the other side, that one's there. This one is right there. They're both cut off, and they're basically straight pipes, except for each one has a glass pack in it, which yes will help reduce the noise, but it's still basically a straight piece of pipe. I don't know what those are. They were on there when I got the truck, but and if you notice, I was having fuel problems with it, so I completely eliminated the left tank, or the right tank, and yeah, she gets a tune-up every tax season, whether she needs it or not. Full tune-up. Let me put it down right about here and see how we do. I have plans on a new and unique way to run my exhaust, but can't tell y'all that right now just because I'm trying to keep it a secret, because it's unique and I think it's going to be insanely awesome and it's going to sound insane. So yeah, again, that's my ride. 83 Chevy. And of all this is my 5th vehicle. I had an 80 Plymouth Volare, a 94 Grand Prix, a 96 Sebring, an 03 Dodge Dakota, and then this. And of all those, I love this the best.